Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you work as an IT support engineer, a system administrator, or you are preparing for Microsoft 365 admin roles, this video is for you. Today we are going through the Microsoft 365 Administrator Playbook. This is not just theory, these are real day-to-day situations that admin face inside a live Microsoft 365 tenants. We will cover mail flow problems, security incidents, device management, compliance, automation, and cost control. 15 topics in total, one by one. So if you are preparing for an interview or you are handling live tickets right now, keep watching till the end. Let's get started. Number 1. Diagnosing mail flow interruptions. Our first topic is one of the most common tickets any Microsoft 365 admin gets. A user says my email is not going out or I am not receiving anything. The key here is never jump to the conclusion. Follow a proper sequence. Step 1 is scope and service track. Check the Microsoft 365 Service Health dashboard first. If there is a global outage, then find out if this problem is happening to one user only or to multiple users. Step 2 is license verification. Confirm that the user actually has an active Exchange Online license. This step gets missed a lot. A missing license silently blocks mail flow, and nobody gets an error message pointing to that. So there is a mailbox status check. Go into the admin center and check if there is a litigation hold on the mailbox or there is some rogue mail flow rules quietly redirecting or blocking messages. Step 4 is message trace action. This is where you run a messenger trace to see the exact path of that email. It tells you if the message was delivered, quarantined or rejected. Never guess the root cause, always move step by step from the big picture down to the individual message. This approach saves time and close ticket faster. Number 2, securing the identity perimeter. Now let's talk about identity security. This is urgent because identity is the new perimeter in cloud environment. First scenario, a stolen password mitigation. A user password gets stolen by an attacker. What do? You enforce multi-factor authentication through Microsoft Entra ID conditional access policies. Why does this work? Because multi-factor authentication neutralizes the value of a stolen password. Even if the attacker has the password, they cannot get into without the second factor. Second scenario, unusual location sign-in. You see login attempts in Entra ID logs coming from countries where your company has no presence at all. Your action here is to check that if that sign-in was successful or if it is failed. If it was successful, you reset the password instantly and revoke all active sessions for that user. Deploy location-based conditional access so unfamiliar regions get blocked automatically. Also turn on Entra ID protection for risk-based alerting so you get notified before things escalate. Number 3, neutralizing inbound email threats. Every inbound email passes through the Defender firewall before it reaches the user inbox. But 2 threats type need special attention. Vector A. Vector A is a spam and phishing floods. Here you check the message trace and email headers. Make sure the affected user is not accidentally sitting on an allow list because that would let spam bypass filtering. Your action is to tighten the spam confidence level inside the Defender anti-spam or anti-phishing policies. And teach your users to use the native report button in Outlook. Every report helps train the filtering algorithm. Vector B is a business email compromise, also called CEO fraud. This is more dangerous. Someone impersonate a senior leader and ask for an urgent fund transfer or sensitive data. Tell the user to ignore the email immediately. Analyze the headers to confirm if the domain is spoofed. Then create the Defender mail flow rule to block the exact attack signature. And search the whole tenant to see if other employees receiving the same email. Speed matters a lot here. BEC attack usually hit multiple targets at once. So send out an organization-wide awareness alert as fast as possible. Number 4, information protection architecture. Now we move into Microsoft Purview, and especially 2 features that often confuse people: data loss prevention or DLP and sensitivity labels. DLP works as a perimeter defense. It monitors data that is trying to leave your organization. It looks for built-in sensitive information types like credit card numbers, national ID numbers or custom keyword you define. When DLP is triggered, it can completely block the email or show a policy warning to the sender before they send it. This is perfect for stopping accidental leaks to financial or personal data. Sensitivity level work differently. They are a document level defense. The protection travels with the file itself, no matter where the file goes. You can set up auto labeling based on the keywords or let users apply labels manually. Once applied, the label can inject a visual watermark like confidential, restrict copying, block forwarding, or even prevent printing. This is ideal when you are sharing a high-value documents externally and need strict access control. Number 5. Device Security Framework. This is very common real-world question. How do you stop company data from leaked onto an employee personal unmanaged smartphone? There are two approaches. The first is Mobile Application Management or MAM. This uses Intune application protection policies. It only secures corporate's app like Teams and Outlooks. It prevents the user from saving, copying or backing up corporate data to their personal storage. The user experience here is very smooth and there is a high privacy for the employee, no device enrollment needed and their personal photos and apps stay completely untouched. The second approach is Mobile Device Management or MDM. This uses conditional access compliance policies and it requires the entire device to be marked as compliant in Intune before granting access. Unmanaged devices are blocked right at sign-in. MDM gives you sticker control, but it requires full device enrollment. This is best suited for the corporate owned hardware rather than a personal bring your own device setup. Number 6. The Access Lifecycle Management. Let's talk about onboarding and offboarding because both need to be handled correctly and quickly. On the onboarding side, we aim for zero-touch onboarding. HR creates the account with accurate department and title attributes. Then intra-ID dynamic groups automatically recognize those attributes and the user gets injected into the right team, SharePoint sites and distribution lists. The result is immediate, accurate, day one access without any manual IT intervention. This saves a huge amount of ticket handling time. On the offboarding side, we follow secure offboarding. The immediate action is to block sign-in through the intra-ID and forcibly reset the password. Next comes data preservation. Convert the mailbox to shared mailbox so that data is retained without needing a license. Also, start the OneDrive transfer to the employee manager. Finally comes cleanup. Strip the user from all groups, revoke any admin rules, remove licensing, and log every action for audit purposes. Number 7. Granular permissions and resource governance. It comes under administration category. Two very special requests come up again and again from business teams. First is shared mailbox access. The constraint is usually give access without consuming a new Microsoft 365 license. Good news, shared mailbox under 50 GB do not require a license at all. For configuration, you assign a full access for read and manage permissions. Or send as for the outgoing identity through the admin center. Pro tip here, always verify exactly which outgoing identity the manager actually needs. Over permissioning, send as can cause identity confusion later. And remember, backend replications can take up to 1 hour, so don't panic if it is not instant. Second scenario is strict department teams. Leadership want a private team where only they can broadcast messages and nobody else can post. You create a private team through the admin center, set the department head as owner, and modify channel settings so only owner can post. Map intra-ID groups to manage the baseline private membership. This reduces manual add and remove requests as the department grows. Number 8. Storage quota and data recovery. This comes under support category. Storage and recovery tickets are extremely common. So let's break down two escalation paths. Escalation path 1 is OneDrive sync failure. Start by checking the 1 TB quota in the admin center and advise the user to empty their recycle bin or archive old files. If that does not fix it, inspect the local OneDrive sync client for specific error codes, things like unsupported character in the file names or path that are too long. If it is still not resolved, check whether organization storage limit policies are artificially capping the default allocation. Escalation path 2 is SharePoint file deletion. The first layer of recovery is the site recycle bin, which is user accessible and hold data for 93 days. If that's already cleared, move to the second stage recycle bin, which needs site correction, admin access. After that, document version history can restore earlier, uncorrupted versions of the file. And as the ultimate failsafe for audit data, compliance retention policies keep a protected copy that regular user cannot touch. Number 9. Business process automation. This topic is about working smarter, not harder. using the automation tools already built into the Microsoft 365. First example is automated meeting intelligence. The trigger is simple. A user schedule a critical Teams meeting. Before that meeting happens, validate that tenant policies actually permit recording and transcriptions. Then pre-configure the meeting options to auto-record as soon as it starts. The outcome is that the recordings natively saves to OneDrive or SharePoint, and the transcript automatically attached to the Teams chat. Second example is unattended invoice routine. The trigger is a vendor emailing an invoice to the finance shared mailbox. Tier 1 solution uses Exchange inbox rules, which automatically route emails containing the word invoice to a dedicated subfolder. Tier 2 solution is more advanced. Power Automate extracts the attachment and write the file directly into a SharePoint library or an integrated accounting system. This removes manual data entry completely. Number 10. System optimization and cost control. This comes under maintenance. Cost control is a topic very organizations care about. And as an admin, you play a direct role in it. Module 1 is a stale accounting pruning. The mechanism is to use intra-ID sign-in activity report to identify dormant accounts, those who haven't signed in for over 90 days. For automation, deploy intra-ID access reviews to automatically flag or disable accounts that cross that threshold. As a fallback, you can run a schedule PowerShell script that queries the Graph API with a built-in manager notification buffer before actually disabling the account. Module 2 is license cost optimization. It has 3 parts. Reclamation means running users report in the admin center to strip unused licenses from employee who left or they are inactive. Deduplication means identifying overlapping assignments where a user holds both a bundle plan and a redundant individual add-in license. Downgrading means analyzing actual service utilizations and shifting power users who only need basic functions from premium tier down to basic tier. Together, these 3 steps can create real measurable cost reduction. Number 11. Endpoint sync diagnostic. That comes under troubleshooting category. Our next scenario is about mobile sync issue, something almost every organizations deal with. Start with the scope definition. Is the failure isolated to just the calendar or all Outlook data streams failing, meaning email, contacts, everything? This tells you if it is an account specific issue or a wider service issue. Next is client verification. Check if Outlook mobile app is running the latest release. Outdated clients frequently carries non-sync token bugs. Next is authentication reset. Force the user to remove the account from the applications and re-add it. This clears any stuck authentication tokens. Finally, policy and backend validation. On the policy side, check if an Intune or conditional access policy is blocking that specific device. On the backend side, inspect the Exchange mailbox for massive or corrupted calendar entries that might be halting the sync queue. Number 12. The hybrid migration pipeline. Many organizations are still moving from on-premises Exchange to the cloud. So let's walk through the hybrid migration pipeline in 4 phases. Phase 1 is environmental assessment. Audit your current on-premises mailbox size, total user counts, and any custom mail flow rules that will need to be recreated in the cloud. Phase 2 is hybrid configuration. Deploy the hybrid configuration wizard and establish seamless coexistence between your on-premises and cloud environments with zero mail flow interruptions. Phase 3 is batched migration. Migrate mailboxes in logical, communicative batches rather than trying a high-risk, big bang approach where everyone moves at once. Users should expect a brief Outlook restart during their batch. Phase 4 is validations and decommission. Verify that cross-environment calendar sharing and free or busy informations are working correctly. Only decommission the legacy on-premises server after stability is fully proven. Number 13. The Microsoft 365 Diagnostic Matrix. That comes under system level category. Now let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. This matrix connects everything we have discussed so far into 4 pillars. Microsoft Entra ID handles identity. Symptoms here include stolen password, impossible travel alert, onboarding and offboarding issues, and stale accounts. Your tools are conditional access, dynamic groups, and access review. Microsoft Intune handles endpoint. Symptoms are unmanaged personal devices and mobile app data leaks. Your tools are app protection policies for MAM and compliance policies for MDM. Exchange and team handles applications. Symptoms are broken mail flow, calendar sync failure, invoice routing needs, and strict channel permission request. Your tools are message trace, inbox rules, and shared mailboxes. Microsoft Purview handle data. Symptoms are sensitive data infiltration and the need for external watermarking. Your tools are data loss prevention or sensitivity labels. These are not isolated portals. Together, identity, endpoint, applications, and data from one single unified Zero Trust framework. Number 14, the Zero Trust Administrator. That comes under system level category. Let's close with the mindset that ties this entire playbook together. Think of it as 3 overlapping circles. Circle 1 is frictionless experience. Circle 2 is Zero Trust security. Circle 3 is automated compliance. Where all 3 overlap, that's where great administration happens. Principle 1. Secure by default, not by frictions. Effective administration uses multi-factor authentication, MAM, mobile access management, and conditional access to stop attacks without blocking user productivity. Principle 2. Proactive over reactive. This means migrating away from manual ticket resolutions and moving toward automated workflow, using dynamic groups, Power Automate, and auto labeling. Principle 3. A unified ecosystem. A problem reported in Outlook, which is an application issue, often need a resolution in Intra for identity or Intune for device. True mastery is seeing these connections clearly. Remember this line, the modern 365 administrator does not close tickets, they architect resilient, self-healing environment. And that brings us to end of Microsoft 365 Administrator Playbook. We covered mail flow troubleshooting, identity security, threat response, compliance, provisioning, permissions, storage recovery, automation, cost control, hybrid migration, and the Zero Trust mindset that ties it all together. If this video helped you, please hit like and subscribe to the channel for more practical real-world Microsoft 365 and Azure content. Drop your question in the comments if you are facing any of these exact scenario in your job right now. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.